Jill Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live.
Can you hear me now? Somebody said no audio. Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. Testing. Can you hear me? Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime we do go live. Feel free to contact Geo on Instagram with any news, tier updates at Geo_said_it. Can somebody tell me if you can hear me? So this is a continuation of Daonte exposing the filth out of Lindsey. Remember last episode had aired, he reacted to it and he was like basically saying Lindsey doesn't care about anyone but herself and that she's a snitch and she was snitching all these cast members and stuff like that, just for the episode to air and show us that she truly is a snitch, calling her PO, telling them about Blaine's medical marijuana card. I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally are fitting the shoe. Like, he's describing you and it's giving me my whole entire life. I'm getting my life. So basically, he continues on and exposes this whole thing. During the fight that Blaine and Lindsey had in their scene, she goes, "What did I ever do to you that was so bad?" Right? And he goes, "How about running off with a married man?" So it's like huge question mark. What married man is he talking about? Daonte goes into detail about that day, about exactly what Blaine meant by this whole married man thing. So let's get into it. Grab your snacks, grab your cookies and candy. Let's get into it.
Well, happy Sunday, everybody. Since I'm always on the go and don't never sit still, I decided I'm gonna come out and do this now. Let me try to put this phone on the stand real quick. Test this thing out. Hold up. All right, there we go. Hold up, it's falling. What up? So what's up, y'all? All right, so I'm here this morning. I'm here today, actually, because ever since the last episode, my Instagram been kind of getting flooded. All right, because apparently it's a video out there going around showing Lynn's making out with somebody, and I feel like it's time for me to come out and kind of explain my role in that, because I had a lot to do with that. So, but at first, somebody said it's their birthday. Well, happy birthday. But at first, what I wanted to do was come here and give my little opinion on what I seen on the episode, on that particular segment, because you know that's all I'm gonna talk about. And yeah, then we're gonna have a little story time with D, and I'm gonna tell you about a little trip to LA that I had, and about this video that's going around out there now. All right. So let me tell you, man, when I seen that episode and I seen that segment, I know I came out here last week and was happy as a motherfucker and felt vindicated. And in all honesty, I still do. Like, I don't feel sorry for either one of them. But I'm not gonna lie. Me being me, I'm still me. What's up, Stephanie? What's up, love? Listen, I'm still me, so I'm a very petty motherfucker, all right? But at the same time, I don't know why, but part of me still has a heart for whatever reason, even for people I can't stand. So what I mean by that is, I'm watching this episode, and like I said, I always have to suspend my disbelief because I already know 95% of that particular storyline probably ain't fucking real anyways. But I've been a part of the show long enough to know when something is real and when it ain't. So when I'm watching this man build up everything he got in him and just straight explode, I could tell that was real. Like, I could tell that was his real emotions, and I don't know why, because I can't stand the motherfucker, and he deserved everything that's happening to him. Part of me felt a little sorry for him, because I guess I could feel that pain, because I know what that come from, right? So, but did you notice, this is something that's very telling, and I want all y'all to notice and pay attention to. Did you notice that when he's exploding and doing all this, and you did this and you did that and all this and that, did you notice, what's up, Tyrese? Did you notice that woman didn't flinch, not one damn time? Did you notice that there was damn near no ounce of emotion on that woman's face? While this man was sitting here basically pouring his heart out, right? I'm gonna tell you why. It's because she don't care. She's never cared. She don't care about anybody but herself. I've tried to... Oh, buddy, if you're listening, I hope you see now. I hope you see what I've been saying from the very beginning. You mean nothing to her. No one has. You were nothing more than an asset to her. That's what you were. You fulfilled your goal for her. You kept her where she needed to be on. Now it's a situation where if all that was real and the rumors is true and y'all ain't together no more, what's about to happen is she gonna kiss up to him and sing his praises to either try to get him to come back on, or she'll be on there with somebody else or with a woman or with another damn cast member. You heard it here first. But did you see like how just there was no emotion on her face, and then how she was all up in his face? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know her well enough to know. Like, I know her. She likes it when you're upfront with her. You go behind her back venting to other people, don't sit well with her. I know this because I used to drill Lindsey. Whenever I had an issue with her, I told her. Even though we was distant ways apart, when she started getting distant with me, what I used to do was sometimes I would send her little videos telling her how I felt about her. But she always respected that I was way up front with her. You feel me? But let me tell you something. The way she was all up in his face, talking about, you're scared. You say it to me. What if she's all up in his face? And he was sitting there like he was scared. Let me tell you something. That would have never went down with me. I would have raised up out my chair and said, who the fuck is you talking to like that? Like, word, don't play with me like that. But what I'm getting to here is the end of that segment. When he made that face, he when she was like, what have I ever done to you? What did I do to you? That was so bad. And he, how about you running off with a married man? That part right there. That part right there. When I heard that, something came in my head. I said, is he talking about what I think he talking about? But I wasn't going to say nothing. You feel me? Like, because I wanted to make sure that's exactly what it was that he's referring to. So I kind of had a feeling, but I shut up, right? But then ever since that episode went off, my Instagram has been flooded. People want my opinion. And the people that know of this video that I'm talking about and know I got something to do with it, been wanting me to come out and say something. So it's time now. It done been put out there and it's time. First and foremost, what I want to do, because I have felt very vindicated, but there's a couple content creators out there I want to shout out simply because through everything I went through, it was these particular content creators that, for better or worse, have always had my back, even when I made myself look bad, you know, have always believed me, never turned on me, and have seen evidence themselves. And I'm talking about Gio Malik and his wife, Kat Ann, and according to Amber. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give them the shout out that they deserve because they always have had my back through everything. And there's one more content creator that I also want to shout out that I used to be very close with, and I was really, really loved like a mother figure, to be honest with you. And we fell out and had our falling aparts. However, you know, there was a video made, you know, about me on her channel yesterday, and a cast member brought it to my attention, and I seen it. And honestly, I was choked up. Like, I honestly almost was brought to tears because, I don't know, I really, really had a close relationship with that content creator. And I, like she said on her video, I agree. I enjoyed our friendship and I loved it. And it sucks that things are the way they are right now, but it is what it is. So, last but not least, I want to give a shout out and say thank you to Auntie's Advice. Thank you.
Skirt. Uh-oh. Did y'all hear it? This is only one segment. He says she's going to be back on the show with a man or a woman. We don't even know. I am here for it. Okay. Lindsey actually saw that he was talking about her and she has some things to say. We're going to get into it a little bit later. But one of the ones that caught my eye, I said, what is this? Is this her fingers? Girl math is knowing the longer you wait for the engagement ring, the bigger the ring should be. Are you trying to fool us and say that Blaine's going to get you an engagement ring? Because at this point, y'all are cooked. And he will look like a straight up freaking fool to get back with you. Like, you just, you know what? Yeah, we all are. So, ooh, okay. Let's keep it going. I'm going to show y'all what she was saying earlier when we get a little bit deeper into this. And I'm going to show you what he was referencing with the whole married man comment.
LA that I had, okay? And the reason why I'm talking about it is because there's a video out there now. I seen it in the Facebook Savage groups now and everything. And according to Amber, posted it on her Instagram page of Lindsey making out with this drunk married dude, okay? That video, I am the cameraman behind that video, okay? I am the one that recorded that video of her kissing that guy. You hearing it here, I was the cameraman. I recorded it. And I'm going to tell you why it got recorded. And it wasn't to be put on the internet. I'm going to tell you the exact reason, what led to it, and why I made that, and what happened with it, all right? So sit back, relax, and let me tell this story, all right? So, the last time I filmed with Lindsey was March of 2022. That trip to Los Angeles happened in May of 2022. So what happened was, and I'm trying to make this as short as possible because I know I ramble. So what happened was, after I got done filming my last scene with Lindsey, where we broke up for the camera, because we was already broke up in real life, but we broke up for the camera. Once I pulled off from Mississippi to leave, I called 3 people. I kind of told this story before. I called my best friend Derek. I called the girl that would end up becoming my next girlfriend after that, Cece, and I called Auntie's advice. Those are 3 people I called and vented to. So the next day when I got home to Virginia, I basically started my relationship with my next girlfriend, Cece. Lindsey was no more. And for about 3.5 weeks or so, I had no interaction with Lindsey. I was, getting over her basically. Did I jump into another relationship way too soon? Absolutely. It was way too fast. I didn't give myself no time, and I believe that's why it ended up being the disaster that it was. But for that 3.5 week time span, I had no interaction with Lindsey. What happened was I ended up getting a phone call from a WETV executive about 2 weeks before that trip. I had Cece on 3-way, so she heard the whole phone call. And it was basically them telling me, clear up your schedule for May, such and such. We're going to fly you to Los Angeles for your photo shoot for your next season. So, okay, cool. Cece knew about that. You know what I'm saying? But I also had to tell her that, hey, there's going to be a point in time where I'm going to have to post pictures of myself with Lindsey to have the audience, you guys, thinking that I'm still dating her because the season hadn't aired yet. So y'all didn't know we were broken up, even though some shit had done leaked. So I tried to tell her that. I told her that in the very beginning, and in the beginning she acted like she understood. You feel where I'm coming from? So, about a week before I flew to Los Angeles is when Lindsey hit me up out the blue, text me and said, hey. And I was shocked to hear from her, but I said, hey, what you doing? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? She's like, you excited to go to LA? Now, at this time, I wasn't expecting her to be there because remember, Lindsey was on probation. So I didn't think she was going to be allowed to go to LA. But lo and behold, she was allowed. I wonder, according to Amber, I wonder if they still do photo shoot trips because I haven't heard them. It depends on the budget, basically. But I wasn't expecting Lindsey to be there. But I admit, I was happy to hear from her at that time. Like, I wasn't the best boyfriend to Cece at that time. I still had feelings for Lindsey. I didn't think I did, but I did. And so when I heard from her again, I was excited to hear from her. I didn't think she was going to be in LA with me, but now that I knew she was going to be there, we caught up for a minute. And then we kind of came up with the idea that we might as well ride together when we got there because we were basically both landing around the same time. So we came up with the idea to ride together. Now, a week or so prior to this, Cece had done already started coming at Lindsey. Like, she was already seeing what was going on and beefing with Lindsey. So I'll admit I was trifling and told Lindsey to just go ahead and block her because Cece would, if Lindsey commented anything or something like that on her live, Cece was going to snap. So I said, just block her so you don't have to worry about it. I have to admit that. It's enough time done passed now. So anyways, when we got to Los Angeles, I landed about 30 minutes before Lindsey did. And Blaine wasn't there either. He couldn't afford it. So it was just me and Lindsey and the other cast there. I got there 30 minutes before she did. I got my bag. I went to the baggage claim area where I knew she was going to be at, and I waited for her. And when she got off her plane, she seen me, and I looked and I smiled at her, and she ran to me and hugged on me, and we embraced each other real tight. We missed each other. I'll admit that. She might not, but I will, And so that first night in Los Angeles, we rode together to the hotel that we were staying at because we were staying in the same hotel but different rooms. because they didn't think that we was going to be able to interact with each other. So they had us in separate rooms. But that was a good thing because we was both in relationships. So we got to this hotel, we check in, and I'll admit something else, we exchanged keys. I had the key to her room, she had the key to mine. That was done simply for emergency purposes. It wasn't for no sneaky link type shit. I didn't go up there in the middle of the night and try to mess around with her. It was just so we could have access to each other if we needed it. That's all it was. But this was her first time in Los Angeles. She wanted to go out, so we went out to this bar together. It's a picture floating around out there of me and her sitting at the bar together. We both had on red, we was matching, and we just caught up and enjoyed each other. I saw her, you know, she was dancing with other girls. She danced with me a little bit, and I just sat there and had a drink and watched her dance. Now, all the while, I'm arguing with Cece, my girl, because my location is on around this time. So Cece can see where I'm at. She sees I'm at some bar. She already in her feelings because I'm out here. She knows Lindsey's there. So it's causing me all kinds of issues, but I'm just trying to enjoy LA. I wasn't doing nothing but just sitting at the bar. So then when Lindsey got too drunk, that's when I went and got her, and we got her back to her room. I took her back to her room. I made sure she laid down and went into bed, and then I went back up to my room and proceeded to argue with Cece all night long until like 3 o'clock in the morning when she hung up on me and wouldn't answer, and I just went to sleep. Now, also, when I took her to her room, she called Blaine on FaceTime or whatever it was, and I hid behind the corner the entire time they was on the phone so that he couldn't see me. That's how trifling we was. I heard their whole phone conversation and just hid until she got off the phone. All right? So now I'm arguing with Cece all night, and the next day is when this video occurs. So I woke up the next morning frustrated already, just from arguing with Cece. So I had the key to Lindsey's room. So I got up the next morning. I ordered some IHOP off of DoorDash because Lindsey also wasn't there with a whole lot of money. So basically, I took care of her while we were there. I made sure she ate and everything. I paid for the Ubers we got in, you know. So I ordered IHOP for me and her. I made sure she ate. And then we linked up. We was on the phone with some of the other cast. And we went to a hotel where some of the other cast members was at. That's when this incident happened.
Okay, so pausing the story right there, Lindsey got wind of Daonte exposing her. I just wanted to share a little bit of that before we continue. Here's what it says. It says, "Stop being weird." And we know this comment was directed to Daonte. So if you actually read underneath the post right here, she's saying Daonte is being weird, and she thinks it's because she's not answering his text messages or something like that. I don't know. And he responds right here. You guys can pause and zoom in. He says, "Stop being weird. Don't get your business on a national platform, etc. You posted on a public platform." Anyways, this is going to keep going on, and I'm here for it. Daonte, keep giving us this exposure party because we want to hear it. People are tired of Miss Lindsey. She's been recycled and reused several times on this show, and it's getting really old, and now we're understanding why and how she's doing that. So let's continue on to this third segment, and I will be sharing the photo of the incident that occurred.
So when we got there, we met up with some of the other cast. You know, Kevin was there. I'm hanging out with Kevin, and some of the female cast members are there that I'm not going to name drop. We out here at this bar chilling, shooting the shit or whatever. All the while, I'm arguing with Cece still because she's just accusing me of everything. And this was the day that me and Lindsey posted our pictures together as if we were still together. All right? And as soon as I did that, I started getting text messages from Cece, you know, fussing with me. So, and Kev is with me the whole time. He like, "You good, man? You good, homeboy?" I was like, "Man, I'm stressing out right now, whatever. Now, around this time, there's this married-ass drunk dude at the bar, outside bar, talking about how much money he's got. According to Amber, was that Kevin standing next to her in the video while she was making out? Yeah, that was him. There's this married-ass drunk dude at the bar talking about how much money he got. And when you talk about that to somebody like Lindsey, it's going to entice her. I'm just going to put it that way. Apparently his wife was out there somewhere. But he kept making out with this British girl. It was like a blonde-haired British girl out there that he kept making out with. But then he took a liking to Lindsey. And so I'm just sitting here watching. Matter of fact, Kev was right next to me. Matter of fact, I'll even go a step further. I know y'all kind of see them two commenting back and forth with each other now. If I could pinpoint any time period, I would say that is when that started in LA. Cause I put it this way, that's my dog, so I don't really play or hate on nobody. But I put it this way: had I not been there to be in the way, some shit probably would have went down. That's all I'm gonna say. But this dude done took a liking to Lindsey. So now all of a sudden, out the blue, he just started making out with Lindsey left and right. And I'm looking, because, you got to understand my position in this. Because this ain't my girl no more. For real, for real. But at the same time, I'm like, motherfucker. Like, seriously? So I'm just watching and watching and watching. And at the same while, I'm arguing with my actual girlfriend about, she thinks that I'm out here messing around with this girl. All the while, she out here making out with other people. I ain't doing nothing. And that's the point I'm trying to get at. And I swear, she just slobbing this guy down. Not just in front of me, not just in front of Kev, but it's other cast members out there that's watching this, to the point where this man picks her up and she wraps her damn legs around him in her arms, and they making out with each other. That's when I said something. That's the point where I stepped there and I was like, all right, bro. And then he kind of looked like, he was like, no hard feelings, man. No, I didn't know that was a girl. I said, no, this ain't my girl, but still, dog. Like, and then I pulled her to the side and said, what the fuck is you doing? Like, what you doing right now? And I don't know, in her mind, he's buying me drinks, so why not? And I had to remind myself, okay, well, she ain't mine no more. Like, I'm sitting here arguing with my actual girlfriend about this. Why am I sitting up here trying to stop her from doing what she do? So I just let her do it. Whatever. Go ahead and do what you do. That's kind of the mindset I had. And I was getting so frustrated with Cece that I finally took my little phone for a few seconds while she was making out with this guy and just hit the record button, stopped it, and then sent it to Cece. And I said, do you see what she's doing? She's obviously not paying me no mind, okay? So can you please stop accusing me? I'm not doing nothing. Like, that is why I did that. I never sent that. I never meant for that to be blasted on the internet. I sent that to Cece to prove my own innocence, basically. So much to the point where after that, I made a whole nother video speaking directly to Cece, and I was like, do you not understand? Don't you see she's out here talking to other dudes? This shit is for TV. I said it was for TV because I was saying that our pictures are posted now because our season is coming out. I'm doing this for the season. I see you, love. I see you, Stephanie. But Cece wasn't getting it. But now I done heard Lindsey come out, and say she was trying to pull away from that dude. If she says anything that what I'm telling you happened, she's a fat Faison lie. She's a fat Faison lie. I know what happened. I was right there, and so is a bunch of other cast members. And they might not say nothing, but I will. So, short girl, Daonte, you making me look at you different now. I know, I'm not proud of that time period that I had. I was being trifling. I listen, I said it before, I'll say it again. I was not the greatest boyfriend to Cece back then. I was trifling. I couldn't, and Lindsey wasn't making it no better because she was flirting around with me still. Nothing happened. Let nothing happen between me and her. We didn't fuck or nothing like that. But we carried ourselves kind of like we was together out there, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So after that video was recorded and all that, we carried on throughout the trip. I pretty much argued with Cece the entire time I was down there. I was there the entire time. Wasn't doing nothing, but the entire time. We did the photo shoot together, and then we went to another hotel and hung out with some more of the cast. And that's where that other picture sprang about, where she's all up on me and I'm holding my phone with the date on it, and I'm looking pissed off because Lindsey was arguing with people on Instagram about the validity of our pictures because they didn't think that they was recent. Everybody knew we wasn't together, but she was so like determined to prove these people wrong. She took my phone, pulled up the date. I said, "What is you doing?" And she said, just hold your phone. I'm holding the phone like this, and she's all up on me smiling. And you can see it in my face that I'm frustrated. And the reason why I'm frustrated is because I kept telling this girl, "You are fucking up my relationship right now. Chill." And it's a bunch of cast members that was there that saw it. I snapped on her after that picture. I said, "You get to go home to your dude. My girl is going to cuss me out. But you don't care, right?" I was hot. And that's the day she got all pouty faced and tried to get up and leave and go with another cast member. And I said, "Set your ass down. You ain't going nowhere until I get ready to go." And she sat down. And that's why I said, she reacts when you put your foot down. If you soft with her, yeah, she's going to walk all over you. You know? And then it was after that, we hung out with some cast members that night, and she got stupid drunk, and I had to take care of her again. I literally carried her into an Uber truck. She called this man Blaine while I was walking down the strip with her and said, "Daonte's taking care of me right now." I remember all of it. I picked her up, carried her into the Uber. She vomited outside of the damn Uber car. I got her to her room. I laid her down, and she straight said to me, "Will you text Blaine and tell him I'm safe and that you're taking care of me?" Maybe that was the alcohol speaking. But when she told me that, you know I'm a petty motherfucker. So when she told me that, I was, really? Because I still had his phone number. See, because what y'all don't know is that at first, me and him was cool. I didn't have an issue with him. I had no problem with him. I respected the man until he started disrespecting me. So I still had his phone number. So I said, "You want me to text him?" Absolutely. So I sent him a text message and said, "I'm taking care of her right now." I took a picture of her with the trash can next to her face because she was drunk, and you can see my black ass hand, my watch and everything with the trash can next to her face. I said, "I'm taking care of her right now. I go back up to my room when she's straight." Just like that. And he never responded. But I still got that picture. So, and I ended up not going back up to my room that night because she was so drunk. I was scared that she was going to throw up again and drown in her own vomit or something. So just to make sure she was safe, and I swear to God, that's the only reason why I stayed down there.
Okay, now this is the picture in question, the picture that Daonte took that he sent to CC to prove that he wasn't messing with Lindsey. This is the sloppy kissing he got a picture of. You know, the guy's has his hand wrapped around her waist. So allegedly she continued to do it because she was drunk and he was buying her drinks. Imagine the bodily fluid exchange. It was one girl he was making out with, then he goes over to making out with her. Then she's throwing up all over the place. Then he has to take care of her, take her up to the room. But Daonte, if you were with Cece, why would you stay in the room with her that night? They're clocking you a little bit in these comments. Lindsey didn't care. Nicole didn't care. You are a Captain Save a Prison hoe, and you can't help it. Just own it. Daonte, they're clocking you a little bit up in these comments now. Let's continue on with the last segment.
Lay down there next to her. I ain't lay up under the covers with her because she took all the damn covers. I was still fully clothed and everything. I took her robe that she had and wrapped myself in her robe and laid there next to her to make sure she was all right. That's it. I ain't trying to fuck her or nothing like that. I just made sure she was all right. She woke up and seen me the next morning. She said, "You really slept in my robe?" I was like, "You took all the covers." Yeah. I was trying to make sure you was all right. And so, yeah. That's pretty much what it was. And then, you know, that's the tea. That's all of it. She's never cared about that guy or anybody. That's just what it is. Somebody said, "My life be mine." I'm not believing none of that. I'm sorry. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to believe it at all. I'm pretty sure a whole lot of people ain't gonna believe it, but it's the truth. Are they still together or what? I don't know. I mean, it was never your responsibility to check on her. That's what the cameraman were there for. There was no cameras there. It was just a photo shoot. Me and her were in the same hotel together, pretty much paired up together. She didn't know nobody else there but me other than the cast. So me, just being me, felt like I had to be there to make sure she was all right. That's it. She drank a whole lot that night. So, yeah. But that caused a lot of issues in my own relationship with Cece. Even though nothing happened, I still shouldn't have did that. So, somebody said, "Raise your hand if you all believe it." You ain't got it. One thing about me is I keep everything. I don't delete nothing. I got pictures and everything. So you can tell me I ain't telling the truth, but I'm just going to prove you wrong. So somebody said, "Why were you at the hotel with her and only her though? And why was the cast other places?" See, here's how they did it. They had each couple in a different hotel. So like me and Lindsey was in one hotel, and then you had Sean and Sarah in another one. And then you had Chance and Taylor in another one, and Brittany and Marcelino in another one. We were spread all around Los Angeles. Then you had Kevin in his own. You feel me? That they did it like that because realistically they don't want the cast hanging together. But we do it anyways. That's just the reality of it. So that's what that was. But anyways, it's a whole lot of the cast that saw all of that and know what I'm talking about, and I don't expect them to come out and say nothing. I'm just realistic about everything. And that video has done reared its ugly head again. Because see, what happened was after that, Cece and her started beefing. And the reason why it got put out on the internet is because she pissed off Cece so much to the point where Cece said, "Fuck it, I'm posting that video." And I begged and begged and begged for Cece not to do that. I said, "Do not do that. Don't post that video like that." She did it anyways. And I remember I had to tell Liz, "Look, man, I didn't do that for it to go on the internet. My bad. But you should have left her alone." You know what I'm saying? Like, Cece won't play no games. And she put it right out there for the world to see. And she sent it to Blaine, too. So evidently, because he acted like he was unbothered when she sent it to him. But evidently, he held on to that for so long. And it finally came out. So, that's what it was. Somebody said you like the drama at this point. I'm so tired of y'all saying that. Smoke City said, "I gotta be real, bro. You set yourself up for that." Yes. Smoke City, everybody that's telling me to take accountability, yes, I do. I am the architect of my own problems a lot of the times. I had to come to terms with that. I be the architect of my own problems because I sometimes can't get out of my own way. And when I was put in that situation, after just breaking up with her weeks prior to that, and then having to be around her again, and her being who she is, and being flirty and all that, yeah, it was going to get to me. I didn't handle it well. No, I'm not with Nicole. I don't know why y'all keep asking me that. But Cece stuck with me through all of that, by the way. Me and Cece didn't fall out until way after that, until all these until some stuff came out about her that I didn't know about. And then just, yeah, we fell out for different reasons, but it wasn't because of that. She got over that. So, okay, this person, whoever you are, if you are an advocate for her, that's fine. I ain't telling you to believe everything I've said, but you can go over there on her live if you don't believe me. You talk about we so pressed because you want the truth. What you think I'm giving you? What truth do you think I'm not telling? What you want me to say? I'm telling you way more than what she gonna tell you. I ain't gotta prove nothing to you. I know what I'm talking about. Look at that cotton mouth. Why would you say your black ass in a room with a drunk white woman? Because I was just looking out for her. That's it. That's it. She was real drunk. I still got a heart. I was concerned. I didn't want her to roll over and her throw up or nothing like that. Like if I wanted, I ain't trying to take advantage of her or nothing like that. Damn, I know I was trifling for laying up in there with her, but I don't know. If she'd have been there throwing all up over herself, then what? Then what? I would have expected her to do the same if I was drunk. If I would have been that drunk, I would have expected her to be there with me. So maybe that's just my way of thinking. I don't know. But yeah, I tried to tell the dude from the beginning. She sees an opportunity, she goes for it. A producer could have watched her. There was no producers there. It was just us and the camera crew. What don't y'all get? There was no producers there. I wish Cece would have came. I tried to get her to come. Then we wouldn't have had that problem. But Cece didn't want to come. And Blaine couldn't come. So I can imagine it probably would have been a different situation had they have been there. But they weren't there. So it was just me and her alone. We was just grown enough not to do nothing stupid. But that's the truth. I done lived in that truth for a long time. I done admitted it. I done took accountability. Cece and I are on good terms now. You know, we still communicate with each other. It was some things that both of us did wrong. And we on good speaking terms now. And it is what it is. But back then, things was bad. Things was real bad. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that video is concerned, yes, I'm the one behind that. But I only did it basically to prove my own innocence. It was never meant to be plastered all over the internet. But that's what happens sometimes when you ain't thinking. What did CC do wrong? See, I'm not going to tell you that. If you ain't been on the internet and looked at all of that stuff, then I'm just going to let it be what it is. Because her business, she's not on the television show. And, you know, whatever stuff I found out about her is old, and I found out about it and it's over with now. I done moved on at this point anyways. I just keep my shit private now because I know better now. I know better. I'll never give the audience access to my girl, whoever I'm dating, ever again.
Okay, that was the end of the segment. Gio, what do you think about it? And Daonte's in the comments.
What's up with it, brother Daonte? And thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it a lot. But man, look, you took the words right out of my mouth when you said you ain't gonna ever let nobody do that to you again. Yeah, this time you should learn and step away from that situation. At the end of the day, I like how the fact you keeping it real with us, telling us the truth about Lindsey and Blaine and stuff. But if I was you, brother, I would have not been in that place with her being drunk. I would have not.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
That's where
either.
you would.
Have
That's where
I
you
would have
kind
let
of
her
messed
stay
up
in her
at.
own vomit. She would have had to
Hell
stay in her
yeah.
own vomit. And
Cause see,
then the whole
sometimes
thing with
I'm gonna say this. Let me say something. See, as a man, I know you want to be nice, but at the same time, fuck being nice to anybody. Shit, sometimes you gotta be rude as fuck for people to understand where you coming from. Other than I ain't being nice to nobody. Period. I know you understand. I understand totally. You want to be nice to people and nice, and we all got a heart. But at the same time, it's comes a time in your life where you got to be like, man, am I being taken advantage of? She was using you for that situation because she knew she don't care for nobody. You even pointed it out. You was like, she don't care about nobody but the damn show. So you knowing that, I wouldn't even gave her the time of day to even just entertain her. Like, oh, here go my key to my hotel room. Hell no, shit. You stay in your own room. I don't even want to be around you. Really, we can take you to a picture or whatever. But shit, after that, you do what you want to do. You
especially
go
after
out
she
and
was
get drunk.
swapping spit with this man.
Man, that's
Hell
nasty.
no.
A married man too. On top of that, out of all things, this man had to be married and
After he was
swapping
just
saliva.
swapping spit with another female, so all that spit swapping everywhere. Ugh.
Because man, that did kind of mess up your situation with your last ex, and I can tell you that now because I can see she's like, oh, you over there helping her out, fuck her, like did she do you dirty? You know what I'm saying? Women think like that. Women hold grudges. Shit, they don't let that shit just go and forgive each other. They not like men. You know what I'm saying? Man, we quick to forgive. Women like hell no. Why you fucking with her? Like don't talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like and you gotta pick and choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I would have just cut her ass completely off. Had a way it was sounding she drunk and following her. I wouldn't even went up to that hotel room because that could have been a setup. She could have set you up like, yeah, you trying to
Exactly. She
take
should have
advantage
stayed
of
her ass in
me.
her own vomit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, her ass would have been up in there fucked up. I don't give if you pass away, may Lord be with you. Hey, at the end of the day, shit, we all gonna go, but it's the way you want to go and the way you
But
present
look,
yourself.
Gio, what about this whole Kevin thing? If she try to get with Kevin, I'm telling
Man,
you,
that
this
shit
girl
gonna be
better
bad.
watch out for
And
Kayla.
then I tell you,
You
don't feel
better
bad for
watch out for
Blaine. Don't
Kayla.
feel bad for Blaine. You know why? He didn't feel bad when Lindsey was sitting up there doing you like that. So don't feel bad for his dumb ass too. His ass is just dumb. He just done. He just all the way done. He don't even care how he getting treated. Don't feel bad for him. Let his ass wake up and smell the roses. He too damn grown to be getting used by a homegrown ass woman. Like yeah, let him be dumb. Let him be dumb. Don't ever feel bad for nobody else's mistakes. Don't feel bad for them because he didn't feel bad for you. Shit. At the end of the day, fuck him. Fuck both of them. On me, that's how I be rocking.
Thank you for the super chat. Daonte said, I still
He
had a
said,
soft spot for her back then, bro. I can't lie. I would have felt bad just leaving her there, but I know that was trifling of AF of me. For real, for real.
shit. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You don't learn from this lesson. Um, Sometimes having a heart for somebody and care for them mean that they should be caring for themselves too. So you can care for somebody all the way, but what if she don't care for her own damn self? Because if she cared for herself, she would have been putting herself out there like that, kissing on the married man, getting drunk, or doing all that shit in front of the cast, and then thinking you supposed to be her Superman. This ain't no motherfucking bodyguard with Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying? You're not nobody bodyguard. Shit, on me, I would have left her ass right there. She would have been on the street. I would. He said, but you shouldn't have intervened. You shouldn't have intervened because basically you saved Blaine from getting cheated on. I would have let her ass cheat on Blaine. I would have let her cheat on Blaine.
But didn't
You
he say
saved
that
it.
she tried to go somewhere with one of the cast members? Like this whole event sounds so crazy.
I
Lindsay
would have
is
let her
not
do
loyal.
everything she wasn't supposed to do.
Like
She
she's not
grown.
loyal. No wonder he
She
was like,
grown.
"Oh, you ran off with a married man." Like what? It probably
And
would
look
have
at look,
gotten worse.
but think about it. Think about it, Dante. Look at how he look on the show. Blaine, if you listening to, you just dumb as shit. Like look how you look. You look dumb, bro. Like you letting her make a fool out of you. And Lindsay, you done for out here kissing on another married man for because he talking about he got money. Anybody can. People who got money don't say they have money. That's what I learned over the years. People who got a lot of money and balling like that, they don't get drunk and say they have money because they're afraid to get robbed. You know what I'm saying? So no, you just done for even kissing on that man. You don't know if that man had herpes, gonorrhea, whatever. And you just out here kissing on random ass people. That shit's sick. Blame you dumb as hell for sitting up there, getting up on that getting up on this show acting a fool. You kissing a married man. You running off like she didn't technically run off. She just kissed that man, just being nasty, hoish ways. But that's all I gotta say. Just Daonte, stay away from their ass. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck. Stay away from Lindsey. Shit. If I was you, I wouldn't even fuck with her like that no more. For
Yeah,
real.
she's a whole type of snitch, and I can't wait to see who she come back on the show with. Not that I want her back,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just interesting. If it's Kayla's man, girl, you better be looking over your shoulder at all times, because she was
Kayla
just at
gonna
his
whoop
house 2
your
days
ass,
ago.
Lindsey.
She
I'm
was
gonna beat
just
all his
at his house
lunches.
without them red blinds and red curtains. I know that's his house because he's always got red on me all up in his house. She was in his truck and everything. That is her man. So go ahead,
Kayla
go hit
gonna
Kevin.
Kayla gonna whoop your ass.
She is going to pull up, and she got a new Audi, so she can drive a little bit faster than this time than that beat up car she had that time. She can pull up real quick on
And
you.
she be saying the N word. You know her ass be saying it. You know she ghetto
That
as
girl's
fuck.
crazy.
She gonna beat your ass. You
I
go over
love
there
to
with
see it.
Kevin and see it. You know Kevin hood too, his damn self. That's a hood white boy. That motherfucker hood. All of they both hood. Him and Kayla, they both
Yeah, they
hood.
are. They are. So Lindsay, go
You
ahead and
don't think you
insert
want them
yourself.
parts.
She might be so desperate to be back on the show. She might even put herself in danger like that.
Dumb. Dumb.
Cause
Dumb as hell. Listen, I'm just gonna say this. I fuck with you, but at the same time, you doing dumb shit. Blame. I used to fuck with you, but you just made yourself look like a whole total ass. Deontay, my brother, I appreciate the truth, but this story got you looking funny as hell, and it do got you looking trifling. I'm not gonna lie, but I appreciate you telling the truth, because you know what's crazy? It's better for you to tell your truth than somebody else try to tell your story. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm gonna leave it at.
yeah,
But I
and the
fuck
girl
with you,
is
my
already
brother.
responding. She's already trying to show us this fake ass engagement ring, talking about stop being weird. This, that, and the third. I don't know. Y'all be duking it out on the internet. We'll be watching it. We'll definitely be tuning in. Blaine in the room with her daughter, Nabra. Yeah, what was Blaine doing in the room with his drawers? Talking about the
That
mother
nigga
like that.
nasty, man. That
That's
nigga,
weird. Well, he depressed, child. He depressed.
that Blaine looking dumb every day.
But
Blaine
anyway, that
looking
was
dumb.
that
And Lindsay, she just ain't no damn good. Y'all
at all.
dudes should just know to leave her ass alone. For
Nah.
real, bro. Because she look, it's the common denominator. Who is the reason why y'all don't like each other? Damn dog, shut the fuck up. But I'm sorry, y'all. But you gotta look at it. Oh, yeah, nah, I get that dog. That motherfucker ain't got no leash. I'm gonna spray that bitch. I promise you.
Gio, go ahead and conclude.
But yeah, y'all make sure y'all sub to the channel and hit the like button. How you doing? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. And thank you, brother Daonte, for being in the bottom of the chat. You know, I fucks with you, my brother. I'm glad you're learning from this. And yeah, man, thank you for everybody who came here. Thanks for the super chat. I can't see the stream. I'm at work right now, but y'all hit the thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, please hit the sub button. And thank you for all the people who have subbed. I appreciate it so much. But other than that, just really hit the like button. But go ahead, babe. I'm passing 428.
Hold on, I see a comment he wrote. I think that stop being weird post is aimed at Kayla. I seen some pictures that she posted with Blaine in her DMs or something. Ooh, yeah, I got to hop on that. I heard that Kayla was in Blaine's DM, folks. That doesn't seem like a couple that we would think of. Like I feel like Kayla's more into hood dudes, but either way, whoever DM me, I'm about to check and find out. Like, comment, and
Mm-hmm.
subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime we do go live. Feel free to contact Gio on Instagram with any news, tea, or updates at Gio_said_it. Other than that, we're going to hop off right now. We'll keep you posted if anything else comes up. They said Kayla's going to get her lick back. I'm here for it. Okay? Like, I'm ready to see Kayla whoop Lindsay's ass. But we'll see. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you later.